Backstab. Kind of like Dark Souls, which came out the same year. Huh? I mean, not saying that they use the same content, but no, it's there. It came out in the same year. One was made in Poland, one was made in Japan. Who knows? Pick herbs. Any more herbs? Oh wow, a lot of herbs. They're needed to brew potions, which thankfully we actually know how to do, which kind of surprising because in The Witcher 1 you got amnesia. Witcher 2, you remember stuff from Witcher 1. Like you have all your signs from Witcher 1. All of that. Witcher 3, somehow in the middle of all that, lost it. How to use the signs, how to, you know, brew specific potions. All of that you lost. For some reason, Geralt just loses the knowledge. Uh-oh.
To the tyrant! For to marry a man! To die, but to marry is to die a good death!
Uh-oh.
Blow the lilies!
Uh-oh. That was close.
Blasphemers! Men of knights, and traitors, take no prisoners!
One thing I'm a little sad about is how they use this battle music for the entire game. And I'm already sick of it. Maybe that's the reason why I don't like Witcher 2 all that much. Witcher 1 didn't have all too great music, but oh god, I died. Didn't have all too like amazing tracks, but at least the music was good for each battle. And I believe for this game, the only god damn it, I was almost done that fight too. The only different is I think the boss battles, but all general combat is literally just and gonna tell you, you're gonna get sick of it. I got sick of it.
Stand your ground! Stand your ground!
Ah, the R button is, or the E button is a block. That's good to know. That someone was screaming at me, "Chance! It's the R button! You could use the R button to block." And I was just there like, I don't know guys, all I know is how to hit the space bar. Like, I don't know if there's any other way to defend myself. Then you guys are just like, "Chance, use the R button." And I didn't use the R button. Oh my god, I've been saying the R button. The E button. Use the E button, Chance. See, that's the reason why.
Blasphemers!
Oh, but that takes up stamina for signs. Hey, I hit the R button. I'm not gonna bother go grabbing all those items because I died. Might as well make a quick save because I died. None of my attacks are registering on this man. Causes foe to bleed, receives experience. Key required. Wonder who has the key. Little nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Howdy.
The gods! Attack!
Oh god.
Down with Foltest!
To die, but to marry is to die a good death!
Mother truck.
Stand your ground!
Onward! Attack!
Didn't mean to do that. Whoa. Whoa, what was that? Mortally wounds for 120. The hell? Is that like a counterattack or something?
Stand your ground!
Come on. Down, 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 down. Yep. For the rest of the game. All I'm gonna say. I'll be hearing that the entire damn game. Oh, at least there's enough crafting materials here to make up for the fact that I didn't acquire. Can I put points in now? No? Come on. Still gonna... I guess maybe because I'm in the recounting. Maybe because I'm here. Recounting the events that happen and they constantly are equipping and de-equipping my gear. Know what I mean? Maybe that's why they're not letting me level up. So good at clicking buttons. Come on, Geralt. I am so not gonna be happy when we have to start doing quick time events. Because quick time events are the worst.
You have just become the most titled witcher in the world. And the wealthiest.
I'll remind you of that when this is all over, sire.
See, Vernon? Geralt succeeded.
Get fucked,
Lucky he
Roach.
did. The priest was downright discourteous and went off to meet his gods.
You
I saw
killed
Scoia'tael on the
him.
river.
Where? How many? What colors did they wear?
Plough the elves. We'll tend to them later. The monastery awaits.
Loudy elves.
Scoia'tael. This puzzle is beginning to come together, Geralt. You're either telling the truth or weaving a very convincing lie. I want to hear the rest. Foltest bastards. The Solar. What happened?
It started with Tale?
We might have arrived at the same time if not for Tails.
Be
Tails?
specific,
Really?
Witcher.
Well,
Come
the
on.
Archpriest
That was
told the
obviously a
truth.
French name. I mean, I don't speak French, but you know, when you see an obvious
His Majesty
French
King Foltest of
word.
Temeria.
Arthur Tales, erstwhile Count of
Tails?
Nesvelt.
Really?
I
Tale?
signed your sentence.
Yes, yet the Baroness saw fit to pardon me. An awkward situation, to be sure.
Anais and Boussy, where are they?
We'll see.
The royal children.
Don't test my patience, Tales, and I'll grant you a quick death.
Confess, Foltest, before the gods and the people. Boussy
Before
and
the
Anais
gods.
are the fruit of your loins. Bow to the gods and admit the truth.
You may not have noticed, Tales, but I just took this town.
Aided by murderers, sorcerers, and a mutant for whom nothing is holy.
Hey, I'm just here.
This is hallowed ground. You will not raise your hand against a servant of the gods.
Where are the children?
The Solar. They're in the Solar.
It says it
What is
failed.
this? Blasphemy! Sorcerer's tricks!
It literally said it failed. I'm just gonna slap him.
Holy man unharmed and the noble gets slapped. A win-win situation, if ever I've seen one.
Damn, I've seen assaults go awry, but the dragon topples them all.
I'm gonna go join them. I just want to see if there's any looting I can do. It doesn't look like it. Huh? And I was talking to an NPC. Guess not.
Tops what?
Well, tops all.
Damn nonsense! Geralt, you should know. Is it possible to tame a dragon?
Not as far as I know.
Then why is this reptile eating only my men?
Let's hope Marigold got out of there.
I'm sure she did.
If not, you'll need a new advisor, sire.
Shut up, Roach.
Shut up, Roach.
The dragon's back!
Quick time events. Get fucked, Roach. No wonder. Oh, good. Are you fucking kidding me? I almost walked straight into him. I wonder why he said, I thought you were dead to Roach. I got hit by fire and crushed by a dragon. Oh, there goes my Haka shill. My sword is gone. Also, they de-equipped my shit again.
You saved my life again. Ask what you will of me, Witcher. Within reason, of course.
I need to leave, sire. I'd like Triss Marigold to come with me. If she wants.
You blind. She's enamored of me. Maybe. None shall stop you. You have my word.
Yeah, I mean, he already told Roach that he wanted out. Did my Mahakan shield get knocked out? No, it's still there. Mahakan Rin shield is the strongest weapon of the first game. Merely a common item in this game. Or, not a common item, but it's merely a paltry weapon in this game. Bullseye on eyes.
Who goes there?
Foltest.
Why does this
I've
priest
come for my
have
children.
spiked gauntlets?
Geralt, wait here. You might scare them.
Ah, thanks be to the gods. My prayers are answered. Go, Boosie,
That's not my father.
but it is your king, boy.
But it is your king, boy. They have blonde hair. I think Foltest has black hair.
Bells,
I mean,
your triumph is complete.
the Baroness could
The
be
city
a
and
blonde hair.
fortress taken, sire. Time to thank the forefather and the mother creatrix for this great victory.
A moment, blind man. I've not seen my children in 6 months. The gods can spare another minute. Listen to me. Your mother and I quarreled, but that is over. She was deceived. Evil men turned her against me. These men have been punished, and all will be well from now.
Man, Geralt has
No
such
tears,
good memory.
Boosie. One day you'll be king, and kings do not
It's
rule.
almost like a cinematic memory.
Armed men approach, sire. Children, go to the refectory.
My knights will soon be here. You must meet them, for one day you will rule them. Boosie, go wash your face. They must not see that you wept.
There's a bucket of water in the next room.
Nice. Help your brother.
Oh, so he actually has a blindfold on.
Sire, let us pray.
He just
They
rolls
must
his
look
eyes.
like the royal children they are.
Didn't he not want to let people know?
They have your eyes, sire.
I thought the whole reason for the war was that Foltest didn't want Annes and Bazi to be the royal children. That's the whole point. But in this cinematic, Foltest seems to actually want them to rule. Hey, it's the ending of the first game. Remember that? Come on, Foltest, you're literally wearing chainmail. You fool! Hey, the kid saw that he killed him. Or that Geralt didn't kill him. Don't tell me that he took off that robe in 2 seconds, because that's impossible. He has a Witcher's medallion, even though it's glitching out right there. Come on, Geralt, you can jump out with him. If he could do it, you could do it. Yo, honestly, if it was actual soldiers, they would have shot him dead, like 100%. I mean, if I assume there's a commander among them, the commander probably would have stopped them. But if that's just soldiers, they would have shot him. Cause it's such a damning circumstance, right?
I suppose that's the extent of what you'll give me.
Does this mean I'm free?
Foltest, King of Temeria, has been murdered. Unfortunately for you, you're the only suspect.
The murderer outsmarted you, so I'm to rot in this dungeon.
Oh, no danger of you rotting. You'll hang.
Convince them otherwise.
I have no influence over the court.
Foltest talked about you.
Foltest told me a lot about you.
If not for him, I'd be a drunk or a vagrant. Foltest did more for me than my father ever did. But then my father did exactly nothing, for I never even met him. In any case, I'll not rest until the murderer is punished.
Tell me how you serve, Vernon.
I carry out orders others are incapable of executing.
It's happening in the kingdom.
What's the situation in Temeria?
The Council of Regents has convened to restore order. That means 3 things. Utter chaos will prevail, Visima will run dry of wine and strong drink, and the local whores will make a killing.
Is Triss participating in the meetings?
Indeed. Only to find out that she's no longer needed.
How do you know?
It's my business to know.
They want to run a kingdom without a sorceress?
They already have a kingdom without a king. they'll use every opportunity to get rid of her.
Yeah, makes sense.
The chief contenders are Count Maravel and Baron Kimbold, who already tussle for control of Lavalette Castle.
What about Foltest's bastards?
The king's blood runs in their veins, so yes, they are entitled to the throne. Not some drooling nobles.
Triss will vouch for me.
What if someone vouched for me?
You have a witness.
I was thinking of Triss.
Was she not your lover? Who knows? But it's common knowledge she is.
What happened to her?
Damn it.
Oh, she's fine. She's been invited to the next meeting of the Council of Regents.
Because sorceresses could look through people's memories and recount what the people who could do that, but the only sorceress around right now is Triss, and she could easily just be like, yeah, he totally did this, but it's not a, you know, it's not guaranteed, because people just say, oh, because they bang, they, no. Anyways,
For fuck's sake, you command the Blue Stripes.
fuck's
Do
sake.
something. The real murderer is free, and he's further
The
and
Blue
further away with
Stripes.
every hour you spend prancing around in here.
I find the Killer Monk story unconvincing.
I don't claim he was a monk. He was wearing a frock, though. He sailed off in a boat with some Scoia'tael.
Would you recognize him?
No problem. A mountain of meat. Never seen anyone bigger.
mountain of meat. By the way, if you call Vernon, like, at one point you could talk to Vernon Roach, and you could call him a whoreson, which he is, and he'll kill you. It's really funny.
What would you do?
You could be a complete dick to him. I'd hunt down the killer.
I'd go after the Kingslayer.
You know where to look for him?
Some Scoia'tael helped him escape. That's where I'd start. I expect you might know this particular group of elves.
How'd you work that out?
They wore blue-striped masks. Trophies, I expect.
Yorveth's commando. I know where to find them. We've a trail to follow after all.
Hey.
If you want to start over and take it easy this time, get me some food.
Now that you mention it. Vess! Bring us food and drink.
You could just yell.
Shame you didn't think of that earlier.
It's your own fault, Geralt. Your fate is in your hands.
I mean, yes.
Thank you.
Oh man, look at his wrists, they're so bruised. That's one thing I like about this intro sequence. You could actually see the torture they did to him, and then it gets all covered up because of armor and that, but no. They just put a lot of detail into this sequence. And then they ruin it when you get to the first half of the game. Because they make you choose between the Scoia'tael or the Blue Stripes. Although logically, story-wise, I don't know why you would follow
Vess
the
is one of my best.
Scoia'tael.
How'd she wind up in the Blue Stripes?
I pulled her from the paws of the Scoia'tael. Just 16 when they torched her village and slaughtered everyone. The unit commander took a liking and spared her.
Like, you're trying to find out how to...
This about one Geralt of Rivia.
Yeah, anyways, you're trying to find out your killer.
Actually, Geralt's death.
Oh, what? Hold on.
The report details events from 5 years ago.
Yeah, I died. This whole game kind of didn't need to happen, because it's essentially
Rivia. Population 1,200.
you regaining your memories so that for the third game you're ready.
253 non-humans. September the 25th, 1268. A riot erupts. A
Yep.
massacre ensues.
Geralt,
Streets run with the blood of elves.
purely by
One
chance was
person
there.
finds the courage to face the raging crowd.
Yeah, he just asked them to stop. I even think he drew a sword.
During the riot,
I think he asked them to stop, and then when they wouldn't, he took out his sword.
including the witches Geralt of Rivia. Stabbed in the chest with a pitchfork by a man of whom we know only that his name was Rob, and he owed 3 crowns at the local tavern. Yennefer of Vengerberg dies trying to heal the witcher. The bodies of Geralt and the sorceress are taken away by a mysterious young girl with ashen hair.
Ooh.
Their place of internment remains unknown.
Yeah, she brings them to the river Styx, and Sharon ferries them. Yennefer.
I saw my own death.
And the rest? Have you regained all your memory?
That's all. I just remember the end.
Vess! Interrogation's done. Restrain the prisoner.
Yeah, this whole game is just about how Geralt regains his memory and clears his name, or attempts to clear his name, depending on what you do. And you either could spend the time investigating how to regain the person.
I sail upriver at dawn.
You
Guards
could.
will collect you in 5 minutes.
I'm trying to remember what happens. You spend the time either
Need
investigating
your strength.
the person who ends up becoming your killer, or you could spend the entire game helping the Squaletail do what the Squaletail do, while somehow finding out who who the guy who framed you is. I don't remember if there's any actual reason to helping the Squaletail besides the fact that you're like, fuck figuring out who fought my guy. The guy says he has a possible lead, but the Blue Stripes probably won't.
Not yesterday. He was a hero, pretty much. Everyone's man.
Yeah.
Personally saw him cut down 20 men in the blink of an eye, so it's no surprise.
See him dashing along those walls? Can't rightly say I ever saw his sword the blade move so fast.
I thought that beast would tear him to bits when it came out of the clouds.
Delayed don't mean denied. Hangman will do that tomorrow. What say we,
So I'm gonna save here. I cannot save. I'm just gonna check to see. I don't know when this is. I can't
I'll
save.
not touch the scum. I get scared.
Guard. Come here, good man.
Why are you hollering? Do that again and we'll shut you up.
What's gonna happen?
How long are you going to keep me in here?
Can't wait to see the hangman, eh? Don't worry, tomorrow's your big day.
I can't wait to see him skinned alive.
Brave words.
You wouldn't say that if these bars weren't here.
Is that so? Let's see.
Get dunked.
Rip your guts out.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Oh no, that was W. W. Honestly, this is a very good way to get money in the when you could do this as a mini game, because it's literally just pressing buttons in sequence and you get money for doing it. Like, unlike the you can see the pitchfork marks. Anyways, now I'm gonna save. I'm gonna end the episode right here. So I'd like to thank y'all for watching. Stick around for next episode recording session thingy. I shall see you then. Bye bye.